Welcome. Today we will start seated on our heels, and at first slide one hand on your heart and then the other hand on the first hand, crossing your palms on your chest. Close your eyes and listen to your breath first. Allowing your breath to travel up and down the center channel right in front of your spine. And we will start with intention today. The intention is that no matter what is happening externally, we can always turn inward and find a peace, an inner world inside us. So no matter how crazy it is outside, you always have the center of you, the home inside you, to look for inner peace. So keep centering and focusing on your inner world as we start to move. Open your eyes, then on your inhale spread the arms wide, lift the chest broad and across the heart. On breathe out, take the hands forward and get right into the cat pose. Round the spine, tuck the chin, tuck the tail. Breathe in, open up to the cow pose, broaden the collarbone. Breathe out, go into the child pose, forehead on the ground. Breathe in, let's repeat all the same. Spread the arms wide and across the heart. Breathe out, slide the hands forward, all fours, and get into the cat shape. Breathe in, open up the front body, contract the back body into cow pose. And breathe out, move into the child pose. Let's keep moving one more time that way. So breathe in, lift up, sit on your heels, spread the arms, offer your heart up. Breathe out, slide the hands forward, round the spine, tuck the chin. Breathe in, open as much as you can the front body, chin gently back, and then move into the child pose. This time climb up, and we will simply slide the hands forward, getting into our first downward dog. So tuck the toes under and move into downward dog. At first keep moving around, bending into one knee then the other. Allow the breath to be your constant, so no matter what happens, you always have the breath to help you to stay in the moment, to be centered and focused. Then walk the hands halfway back. When you are in this short and downward dog, once again press the hands down to the mat. Press your heart towards your knees, lengthen your armpits, lengthen your arm bones. Soften the neck. Walk your hands all the way towards your feet. And then keep the feet hip distance apart, maybe slightly wider than the hips, just slightly. Start to bend the knees and go into squat, but the knees are pointed forward, and try to take your armpits in front of your knees. Hands reaching forward, bow the chin down and reach your fingers even more forward. Breathe into the flexion between the vertebrae. Breathing to the back of the heart, back of the chest. Take a look forward and crawl yourself forward back into all fours. Our first sequence will be more lower down, starting in all fours. Lift the right leg and extend the right leg behind you, tense the right glutes. Then take the right knee towards your right triceps. Don't collapse in your lower spine, really zip the right knee to the right triceps and slowly start to create big circles with the right knee. So right leg extends out to the side and then towards the triceps and into the center line. Don't rush out. Keep neutral spine, don't collapse in your lordosis. Stay strong in your shoulders. And after a few circles this way, extend the right leg back behind you. Then step the right foot to the left, outside the left leg. Look behind the left shoulder and stretch the right side body, right side of the neck. Take a look forward, step the right foot outside the right hand, hop, slide the left knee a little bit more back, like a lizard shape. Keep your hands on the ground or on the blocks if the floor seems too far away. And let's start to explore some side-to-side movement with the hips, right and left. Or you can even make a circles. But focus as much as you can to move from side to side in those circles. Keep the left glutes tensed when you extend through the left hip. Then straight the right leg, point right toes towards your face, lengthen the spine first and foremost, and then relax the back of the neck, head down. Point your toes towards your face, press the right heel down to the ground to feel some density in the hamstrings. Keep sending the right sitting bone back towards the back of the mat. And come back with the hands forward, slide the left knee more forward so the knee is more square. Then slide the left calf to the outside and step the right foot to the back of the mat. Lift the right arm up and lift the right leg up. Half moon preparation. Stay broad and across the chest. Then bend the right knee, hold the outside of the right foot and pull the right heel in towards your butt. Lengthen your tailbone to access even more the quads opening. And maybe even pivot your heart open towards the ceiling. Then pivot the right one from the inside of the right foot and start to kick the right foot away from your butt. Stay open in your chest, strong in your belly and glutes, long in the tailbone. Then pull the right heel in first, extend the leg, extend the arm. And then come back into all fours, and as you breathe out, round the spine to the cat. Breathe in, open up to the cow pose. Then come back into the neutral spine and let's do the same to the left side. So extend the left leg behind you, shoot. Bend the left knee, take the left knee towards the left triceps. Don't collapse in your lumbar spine and start to make a big circle with the left knee. Send the belly button in. Keep pushing the hands down to the ground so you can feel a lift through the shoulders, like a protraction action. And after a few circles this way, extend the left leg behind you, hop. Step the left foot outside the right leg, look behind the right shoulder, stretch the left side body. Look forward, step the left foot outside the left hand, slide the right knee back and start to make side-to-side movements with your hips. The feeling of it is really important, so don't rush from A to B point, but feel every centimeter of the movement, maybe even circles if they feel more vibrant. Then straight the left leg, walk the fingers a little bit back, press the left heel down, lengthen across the spine, and on breathe out, bow down. Don't lose the contact with your breath. Breathe everywhere, to every periphery of your body, every darker corner, every place that feels a bit sleepy or rusty. Bend the left knee, walk the hands forward, slide the right knee more forward, open right shin to the outside and step the left foot back, reach the left arm up and hover the left leg up. Look for long lines, but stay strong in the belly, don't flare your ribs out. Bend the left knee, hold the outside of the left foot and pull it in first, heel towards the butt. Tailbone is long, heart is open. Then pivot your left fingers from the inside of the foot and kick it back. Stay long in your lower spine, tailbone, belly in, tense the glutes. Then let's get out the way we came in, so pull your heel first, then extend the leg, extend the arm, breathe in, breathe out, roll into the cat pose. Breathe in, back into the cow pose. Tuck the toes under your heels and step into downward facing dog. Lift your heels off the ground, then pivot both heels to the right. Just hop your feet to the right. Bend the right and left knee a little bit and start to stretch the left side body deeply. Move back to the center, pivot both heels to the left and bend your knees. Feel the stretch, right side body, both hands are pressed down to the mat. Back into the centered downward dog. Then lift your hips and on your tippy toes walk to the top of the mat. Lift the heels of the hands up. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, fall down, nose to knees. Breathe in, rise up, heart up, arms up, palms touch above the head, strong butt. Breathe out, hands through the heart. One Surya Namaskara, A, greeting the sun. Breathe in, arms up, open the front body. Breathe out, fall down, keep the length of the spine. Breathe in, halfway lift, heart reaches forward. Breathe out, step the feet back. Take one extra breathing in your plank. Then lower chaturanga or half chaturanga, knees, chest, chin, it's always the option. Take something that feels lovely today. And we will meet in downward dog every day. It's different desires, so keep following your feelings. Keep the inner arches of the feet lifted. Don't collapse in your ankles. Then step or hop forward. So if you hop, gently bend the knees, look forward, and then try to take your hips higher when you step or jump forward, and breathe out, bow down. Breathe in, root and rise. Lift your heart, then hands through the heart. Let's create a sequence starting from the top of the mat, hands on the waistline. Lift the left knee in towards the chest. Point the left foot. Rib cage down and back. Long spine. Then release your hands down and start to point the arms either wide or back as you step the left foot to high lunge. With control, don't rush it. Strong belly, strong spine. Step the left foot to the back of the mat. Reach your arms up, high lunge. Strong legs, push the inner thighs towards each other. Now wrap around your left wrist around with the right fingers. And on breathe out, tilt your body to the right. Stretch the left side body. Strong legs. From your feet, inner arches lifted, to your glutes, glutes tensed, active. Back into the center, drop the left heel to the side and switch to peaceful warrior. Right arm over the head, right knee bent. Long breaths in your peaceful warrior so that the lungs can spread, heart can lift. Then take the right forearm onto the right thigh. Lift the left arm over your head. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Every corner of your being is filled with air. Strong core. Lift yourself back into peaceful warrior, but this time only for one inhale. Open up. Then roll the hands to the front of the mat. Step the left foot halfway forward. Keep the left fingers down on the ground, but take them more forward. So that when you lean forward, the left fingers will be underneath the left shoulder. Lift the left leg up, first option. Touch the right side of your body with the right hand and keep looking down. Or if you feel good with the balance, start to twist your chest to the right and maybe even extend the right arm to the right. Parivrita Ardha Chandrasana, twisted half moon pose. Look down, the simple half moon pose, so right fingers underneath the right shoulder, reach the left arm up, open the left side, roll the left hip above the right hip, keep lengthening your spine, your torso, your arms, legs. Then look down. Step the left hand down, right leg back, and either go for normal four-legged vinyasa or knees, chest, chin, or if you like, you can step it to three-legged downward dog and move through three-legged vinyasa. So any style you like. Breathe in, move to the plank. Breathe out, lower down. Maybe three-legged still as you open to upward dog. Don't untuck the left toes and then move back into downward dog. Refined breath and drishti. Step or hop forward between your hands. Lengthen out, look down to the ground. Breathe out, fall down. Breathe in, rise high, heart leads the way. And then hands through the heart. Same sequence, second side, hands onto the waistline. Right knee towards your chest. Rib cage down and back. Chin a little bit back, like a double chin sensation. Then extend the arms either to the side or backward and start to step the right leg back to high lunge. No rush, play with this balanced shape. And then lift the arms up to high lunge. Strengthen your legs, magnetize the inner thighs towards each other. Then wrap the left hand around the right wrist and tilt your body to the left. Upper ribs are lifted up, lower ribs are knitted in. And the breath goes everywhere. Come back into the center, arms up. Roll the right heel to the side. Right arm down, left arm up. Peaceful warrior. And think about what are you peaceful warrior for? What is your intention? What is your heart in today? Then take the left forearm onto the left thigh. Stretch the right arm above your head. Parishvakonasana modification. Don't collapse onto the left shoulder. Rather try to pull the left forearm onto your thigh to take the left shoulder away from your neck. Come back for one long breath into peaceful warrior. So breathing up. And then roll the hands down. Step the right foot halfway forward. Reach the right fingers forward. Left hand on the waistline first. Find the balance. And if you feel it, start to twist to the left. Keep rolling your heart open. Maybe smile a little bit if it's challenging. Then it's good, you are working, it's a training. Every time it will be easier. Just keep going and make your breath louder than your thoughts. Look down, step the left hand down, open to the right, this time half moon in a neutral way, normal way, not twisted. Right hip is stacked above the left. Left glute is active. Chest as open as you can, but the lower ribs stays connected to the center line. Then step the right foot to the back of the mat. Take your flow, any flow is welcome, even chin stand or handstand flow or three-legged flow. Or if you are tired, you can skip those vinyasas. Breathe in, open the front body, tense your glutes. And on breathe out, we meet in downward dog. And get low on your knees, shins down. Get into the child pose. Take a moment to rest. Climb up, we have 2 back bends to go. So at first, lift your hips up. If you have sensitive knees, you can double bend your mat or get a blanket underneath your knees. Tuck your toes under, lift your heels up, lengthen the tailbone, go for posterior tilt in your pelvis. So the lower spine is long and the belly is in. Contract your glutes and maybe just stay in preparation, heart up. Or if you wish, you can slide the hands onto your heels if it feels good. But keep this posterior tilt in the pelvis, lengthening the tailbone down so that we can distribute the back bend evenly throughout the spine and paying more emphasis to open the chest, the middle spine, thoracic spine. Lift your heart up like crazy towards the ceiling. I like to keep my chin back to strengthen my deep neck flexors, but if it suits you better to let your head go, then go ahead. But from time to time change so you are not always doing the things the same way. Then climb up, maybe you will use your strong core to lift you up. Both hands towards the ceiling, breathe in, breathe out, hands down, round the spine into the cat shape. Breathing open to the cow. And then sit down on your heels. Straight your mat if it's fold. And we will move to sit down. Second back bend will be fish pose. If the fish pose doesn't suit you because you are sensitive in your cervical spine, then you can go for half bridge, for instance, to switch for another back bend. So go ahead and choose this option if it suits you better. Or the fish pose, lie down. So I will remind you, you can go for a half bridge this way, or you can go with me for a fish And we will go this way. Cross the thumbs underneath your butt so that you place your sacrum and your bum cheeks on your hands. You can keep your knees bent, feet on the ground. Roll your elbows underneath you. Elbows are parallel. And start to press your forearms and your elbows towards the ground so you lift your chest up. One option, stay here on your elbows and forearms halfway down. If you feel quite open, then you can start to take the head lower and lower down, and then the crown of the head is touching the ground. You can stay here pressing the elbows down. If you are more hard and would like to do some core work, you can extend the legs forward about 45 degrees towards the floor, between the floor and your legs, and keep strengthening your core for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release your feet down. Press down through the forearms and elbows to release your head and crawl your spine down. We are almost at the end. Pull your knees towards your chest. Give yourself a little bit of sway right and left. And then cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Take the right arm in between your thighs into the hole you've created, and left arm outside the left leg. On breathe out, pull your nose towards your left knee. Keep flexing the right foot. Lift yourself as high as you can. Then release, head down, left foot down. Finish the crossing of the legs, so right thigh over the left thigh. If you like, you can spread your arms into the T-shape or cactus arms. Slide the hips only slightly to the right before you twist your legs to the left. Then twist the legs to the left. Try to be with your right knee on the same level as your navel, and maybe also turn the head to the right. Find your longest, fullest breaths. And then come back into the center. Let's switch to the other side. So cross the left ankle over the right thigh. Take the left arm between your thighs, right arm outside the right leg. Then pull your head towards the right knee. Staying here for a moment, flex the left foot. Use your core to lift yourself as high as you can. Then release, right foot down, head down. Finish the crossing of your legs, left thigh over the right. Sway your hips to the left and then twist both knees to the right. Turn your head to the left. After a moment here, roll back to the center. If you feel complete, as I do, move with me to Shavasana. If you need something more before you finish, like some inversions or some other poses, pause the video and do your own stuff. And if you are finishing with me, then take your legs wider than your hips, maybe even wider than your mat. Open the palms towards the ceiling, close your eyes. And let's absorb the practice. So once again, no matter what is happening externally, outside in the world, whatever changes are happening, train your mind and your body to find the peacefulness inside you. So there is always this one constant element that you can turn into to find this peaceful space inside you. So let's have together around 3 minutes of Shavasana, final relaxation, and then I will wake us up. And then slowly start to move your fingers, move your toes, wrist and ankles. Start to rock your head from side to side. And then make some bigger movements. Stretch your limbs, move your legs and arms. Yawn or make a side out, or maybe simply stretch your jaw so it can feel really freeing. And when you are ready, roll yourself to one side and climb up, or just crawl the legs behind and forward to sit. So we can finish together once again, placing one hand on the heart and the other hand on the first hand. Bow your chin down. And once again, let's share this intention to find a peaceful, centered place inside you, no matter what is happening externally. So you can always be turned inward, and you can cherish this peacefulness and spread this peacefulness around you. Let's open the eyes, join the palms. Thank you for practicing with me today. Take care, stay safe. Namaste.